how are you today? So we're kicking off a new video series this week, and we're going to be talking about organization, tips and tricks, right? Specifically today we're talking about daily planning, but I just want to go backwards for a second and give a little introduction. So I am Michelle Price. I lead the group, the Intentionally Designed Life. I have strived for that to actually be my life. Like everything I do is designed and with intention and has a very specific purpose. And one of the things I talk about is intentional doing, intentional outcome. So if you're doing something very specific, you will have a very specific outcome. So that's what we focus on in here. Today, it sounds kind of crazy, but we're going to get into a couple of different things. So in this group, right, we spend time talking about mindset. Mindset is an internal aspect in our lives. So when we are dealing with things internally, that's really dealing with our mind. Relationships, which is another part of what we do here at the Intentionally Designed Life. Well, the relationships are internal and external aspects of our lives. So, right, the external aspect is the other half of the relationship. The internal aspect is the emotional good, or maybe not so good, that comes with the relationship. And the third thing we talk about in this group is structure. So kind of structure is the external aspect of our lives. And so that's what we're going to dig into this week. We're going to focus on intentional structure. So we're going to do daily planning. That's what today is going to be about. We're going to talk about office, home or office or car, just clutter in general. That will be the second video in the series. And the third video in the series, kind of a little bonus, just for the specific time of the year it is. But I'm going to talk to you about tax preparation. You're like, okay, right? Or you're like, yes, I desperately need that, whichever. It's a high stress factor, definitely an external factor, something I have experience in, and I'm just going to give you some very basics. I'm not going to talk about tax preparing, like actually preparing the taxes. I'm going to talk about the preparation you need to prepare your taxes. So just to have some separation there. We're going to talk about the things that lead into what you should have together, what you should have processed, connected when you go to do your taxes. So I'm not doing taxes for you, and I'm not telling you how to do your taxes. Just talking about you being prepared. Okay, so structure categories. They really kind of fall into one of three places. Planning, right? And that's what we're going to dig into. So planning is a big part of structure, right? Organization. Our dwelling place, that's another big part of the structure. And our dwelling place could be our abode, our home, our house, our apartment, whatever. Our dwelling place could be our car, particularly if you travel a lot and you spend a lot of time in your car, that may be connected to you as a dwelling place. Your third place that could really be a dwelling place is your job, your business, your office. So we're going to kind of talk about those aspects. And then the other structure we're talking about is kind of outside the requirements. So that's going to kind of be a bundle of other things that are fall into structure. So what's it called? We'll package that up. And the subcategories to all of that are endless, right? Like I talked about the dwelling place, right? It could be your home, it could be your car, it could be your office. There are just many, many places. And so the subcategories are just endless. But we're going to start today and we're going to talk about daily planning. So how you plan or don't plan for your day will be significant to the success of your day, like a good day or a bad day. Whatever you put into it ahead of time is most likely what you're going to see when it comes out of it. Surprises pop up, right? Things we can't control come into place. All that happens. But most of the time, what you put in is what you're going to get out. So if you're not planning your day, you're probably going to have a chaotic day. What's it called? And the truth of the matter is, how our day is tied directly to the physical outcomes that are often driven by our emotions. That's how our day goes. Our day is driven by our emotions for the day. So let's kind of dig into that a whole lot. So in general, we think a day of high productivity is a good day. A day that we spent around people that we love to be around is a good day, right? We think a day where nothing has been completed, or where we had to spend time where we really didn't want to be, or with people we really didn't want to be, right? That's a bad day. And so we, in our own heads, our successes are counted by our outcomes. Okay, so if we've had a good day, we've counted it successful. If we've got a lot done, we count it successful. If we've not gotten a lot done, we're like, oh, yeah, it was not a successful day. I'm going to talk through, one, how to change that thought process, and two, how to have a successful day. And so we're going to start with that. So how do you do that? First is plan your day. All the ins and the outs, the have-tos and the want-tos, the task list, the requirements, the meals, even the people. Like, plan your whole day out, everything. And once you've listed your day out, prioritize. So let's go back to that planning your whole day out. Really thinking about, like, today is Tuesday. What do I need to do today? More specifically, what day of the month it is, right? What are the things that have to get done? Do I have doctor's appointments? Do I have meetings that I have to be by? Are people expecting certain things from me? Are there packages that have to get out in the mail? Okay, think about all the have-tos, right? What has to get done today? And then think about, like, list it all out. Then think about all the want-tos. What are the things you want to get done today? I want to have lunch with Susie. I want to, what's it called? I want to make time to complete a blog post. What are the want-tos that you want to do today? So make sure you put this all together in a list, okay? And then what are the tasks you have to do, like, that you're not even thinking about? Maybe you have to run the dishwasher. Maybe you need to sweep the floor, vacuum the car. Maybe there's just a bunch of little tasks that you know have to get done today. Go ahead and put them out there, right? You already kind of know the requirements in your life. Like, what do you have to eat today? Do you have specific meal plans with people? Do you have a specific dietary needs that you're working on right now? Like, what are your meals for the day? And what people are you going to see today? Yeah, even the people, right? Planning out your day and the people you're going to see is huge, absolutely huge, and can change the whole course of the day, can change the whole success of the day. So plan out your whole day. Okay, once you've listed it all out, prioritize it. So what are you required to do? Like appointments, right? I just went through all of that. What you're eating, you're working, right? There are things you're required to do. Put those priorities in place, okay? And then you want to take the time to actually plan your whole day. Like, all of that list, you've prioritized the different categories, like you've talked about what you want to accomplish for the day. Put that all together and plug it into a plan, okay? Some people like to break that plan up, like by morning, afternoon, evening. Some people like a little bit shorter blocks, like morning, mid-morning. Some people want to be specific, like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Whatever it is, go ahead and put your plan together for the day and plug everything in. Like, to include doing the dishes. Plug everything into your day, okay? And there's your plan for the day. Sort of, right? You've got a written plan for the day, but you're not done in your planning yet. And you're just like, what do you mean? I just put this whole plan together. What do you mean I'm not done yet? Not. So, you actually need to plan emotionally for the day as well. Like actually plan your emotions for the day, right? Is it a taxing day with a lot to do? Like, build that up. Know that ahead of time. Like, how do I feel when I'm overwhelmed, right? Understand your emotions connected to that, right? Do you have to connect with people who, what's it called? You connect with emotionally positive or negative? Have a plan for that too, right? If you have someone you're connecting with that you really enjoy and you're excited to, and it will hinder the rest of your day because you will stay longer or talk longer than expected, plan for that. Do the things that you need to get done before you do that. And then you'll see the other things for the day getting done. And you'll have joy and excitement in that day because you were connected with people who are just exciting, right? If you have to connect with people who are negative, like emotionally charged conversations, ones you don't want to have, work-related, family-related, neighbor-related, any of that. Maybe there's some high demands of your time, okay? And afterwards, you're really unable to concentrate. You're really mulling it over and stewing over it, right? You can plan for that as well. You can keep your time limited, all right? Have something to do on the other side of when you're supposed to connect with these people that forces you to cut that connection shorter, that doesn't require you to stay longer. Plan something at the end of the day that will change your focus, that will move from the agitation you might have had with the people that you had to connect with to something more happy, more joyful, more exciting. Like, plan ahead even for your emotions. You know how some tasks or some people make you feel, plan ahead for it. I hate the dentist. I just really don't like the dentist. I can't say I go into panic, but because I'm very controlled there, but still I hate it. And the sounds, so if I know I have a dental appointment, even just a cleaning, like nothing has to happen, like just a cleaning appointment, I am preparing myself all day, and I've got something on the other side of that day, so I don't have to think about, like, relive the trauma of the dental appointment, even the cleaning. Okay, but the point to that is, right, I know how that makes me feel, and so I plan around that emotion. Okay, so like I said, it doesn't have to be a specific person or a specific task. It could just be a generality, something that just stirs you up, and the dentist stirs me up. And so have a plan in place that you're going to go ahead and implement while you have to do what you have to do that really hits you negatively. Reward yourself, right? Schedule some kind of emotional release. So like I said, after the dentist, I always have something planned, something that's going to refocus you and reshift you back into the right headspace. Okay. So laying out your plan for the day is a physical task. It doesn't take long, but will absolutely bring you success when you follow through. Intentional doing, intentional outcome. I can't say that enough. Intentional doing, intentional outcome. But thinking through the potential of emotions for the day will certainly make for a good or bad day as well. Absolutely essential. So this isn't a long or arduous process. It can take a few minutes in the morning, or maybe even the evening before. Maybe you like to wake up and have your day already planned. Maybe you like to wake up and plan your day. Either way, it's all good. It only takes a few minutes, but the process will make a difference in your day, and it will drive your success or railroad it if you do not do it. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, kind of the daily planning, like plan for the physical aspects of your day and plan for the emotional aspects of your day. There are going to be surprises, good ones, bad ones, right? Things are going to happen. Can't control a flat tire most of the time. What's it called, right? Things are going to have to shift, but that's not every day. Okay, so you can put this together for most of your days and just be ready to drive on it. But once you've practiced a lot of that shifting, what's it called, in that negative headspace, right? Even a flat tire doesn't have to ruin your day. There can be so much out of it. So that's my challenge for you. Plan your day, okay? Go ahead, dig in. It's not too late right now. Like, you still have half a day left. Maybe you're watching this in the morning. Maybe you're watching this at lunchtime. If you're watching this in the evening, start putting your thoughts to tomorrow. Okay, plan your day out. That will change your day, and it will change your world. Intentional doing, intentional outcome. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about decluttering the home, the office, the car, whatever it is. Talk to you tomorrow.